Right, the intro to Joe Satriani's Baroque is simply this. What we've got there is we're using ring or pinky, strike the harmonic 12th fret of the G, let that ring. At the same time though, use your thumb or whatever finger you want in your right hand to strike 10 on the A string. And just do that twice. Sorry, I should say we're just going down 2 frets to 8 on the A. So 4 of those. 8 there, 4 there, and 1 last back up. All the while let the harmonic ring. So here's the main riff. Right, so I'll just break that down fairly quickly. Here's the first bit that we'll look at. Right, here we're playing dyad, so 2 strings at a time, 2 notes on each of the strings. The first dyad we play is between 10 on the A and 12 on the D. So the next is we kind of swap our index and ring fingers around, so we've got 12 on the D and 10 on the 12 on the A and 10 on the D, and then we slide up, index finger landing on 12 on the D and 13 on the A. Now we keep your index finger rooted on 12 of the D and use your pinky finger or ring finger to catch 15 on the G, and then slide up so you've got 15 with your middle finger on the D string and 14 with your index on the G, and then flatten your middle finger to catch 15 on the D and G. You can alternatively use another thing to fret 15, but I just prefer to bar it with the middle finger. So all together. Now we scoot back down to 11th fret, and we need to kind of rotate your wrist around so it's very flat and spread your fingers. With your index finger, catch 11 on the low E, and then middle finger is going to be playing 12 on the G. Your pinky finger needs to stretch across to 15 on the D, and your ring finger 13 on the A. With your thumb, pick the E string and then down, so G, D, A, back down to the E. I think you can also play the E and G strings at the same time, or you can sound them separately, but play it however you want. So all together from the beginning. The second lick in the main melody is this. What's happening there? The first 3 dyads are the same, so 10 and 12, 12 and 10, 13 and 12, and then also the same as 12 and 15, and also 15, 14, but instead of playing 15, 15, we end on, or rather the 6th note is between 15 and 17 on the D and G. instead of having our, we've just got 3 notes. So using your index finger, hit 13 on the low E, middle finger's catching 15 on the A, ring finger or pinky is playing 17 on the D. Use your pinky if you're having trouble reaching, or whatever. Your fingers go wherever you want them to, so just kind of, you can either strum your thumb down or thumb, index, middle in your picking hand. So the second round altogether. With these diodes, I should have mentioned that I'm just kind of using my index and middle finger to kind of play them, but you can use your thumb and any finger you like as well, or if you want you can pick it, but you need to be quite accurate to make sure you're not sounding any dead notes on the strings if you're skipping them. The third round of the main melody is the same as the first, so I don't need to cover that. And then the fourth moves into this. What's going on there is we're playing the diodes have stretched a few strings apart, so with your ring finger or any, basically you need to be sounding 16 on the B and 15 on the A at the same time, and then from there move that down to 15 on the B and 15 on the low E, then scoot down 2 frets, so you've got 13 on the B and the E. Now shift your wrist round and bring your fingers to play 13 on the A string and 15 on the D, not D, sorry, the G. Here you need to set yourself up so you're not using, you've got a finger spare basically, because we're going to play on the low E 13 and B is going to be playing 13, but we're going to play, but then need to hammer on and pull off twice with another finger, so if you're using, you need to have one spare, that's all. Yep, and then ending on 2 strikes of, which is 13 on the A and 15 on the G, so all together. And that's the main melody. Right, the next 4 measures that occur are there's the main melody again, but it's further down the fret. The structure and patterns and the way the notes go are exactly the same as what's just happened up there, but we're starting on the 5th fret of the A string and 7th fret of the D, so same intervals as up there, but what we're playing is 5 and 7, then 7 and 5, 8 and 7, that's on the A and D, and then between the D and G we play 7, 7, 10, 10, 9, 10, 10. And then we've got the same, just a bit more of a stretch down the lower frets because they're a bit wider, so you just need to make sure that you really keep your wrist flat, tuck your elbow in and move your thumb down quite low on the neck of the guitar. So, and the notes, the frets that are being played there are, on the low E we've got 6, on the G we've got 7, and on the D we've got 10, and A we've got 8, and then back down to 6 on the E. So try to get your tips of your fingers really coming down vertically as well, so you don't stop the other strings from sounding. Yeah, you want to hear each of the notes quite distinctly. And then the second round, got the same first 5 notes. We're just going up to here, so 10, 10 on the D and 12 on the G. Here you might want to leave your ring finger out and use your pinky finger to fret the highest notes, just because it's a bit further to stretch. And that's just 8, 10 and 12 on the E, A and D. The third round of the second melody is the same as the first of that second melody, so, and then the fourth follows the same. The notes that are being played there is 11 on the B with 10 on the A, down to 10 on the B and 10 on the low E, down 2 frets, so 8 on the B and 8 on the low E. Shift around to play the octave, so 10 on the A and 8 on the A and 10 on the B. Then hammer on and pull off back here between 8 on the E and B, and between 8 and 10 on the B. And then 2 strikes of the octave.